Vale. Pues vamos allá. Wagen, de noviembre de 2005. Estimada señora Foster, he visitado la Academia de Música de Wagen gracias a la pista que me dio Lenny, la señora que regenta el refugio. Le dio ese testimonio que recuerdo coincide en el señorito Walker no ha perdido su viejo hábito de quebrantar la ley según le convenga. Por vista, allanó una cafetería de la plaza de música y luego activó los tomates musicales, haciendo caso omiso a las ordenanzas públicas. Pues me está siguiendo muy de cerca el que sea, ¿eh? Vale. Vamos allá.
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
Made in Wagen.
Ah, está ahí el hilito. Ay, es de cristal.
More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Claro, aquí era... Claro, aquí estaba donde escribió la carta. Aquí vamos a tener que hacer algo.
On holiday in the region, Fräulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service. I noticed you were looking at a souvenir, Fräulein.
Yes, you have a wonderful choice here, Frau Heigl. Your shop is beautiful.
Thank you. All our souvenirs here are pieces of craftsmanship, as we like to say. All by local craftsmen. Do you wish to buy the souvenir, Fräulein?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No. My husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighbourhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Wagen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. A few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organized riots against vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes. And if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
Joder, le da
So
todo
between
este
the
juego.
pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Roses.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war, here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
Tienes razón, ¿eh?
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fraulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fraulein, I have a customer.
I conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oscar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker?
Excuse me, I must just serve the gentleman.
If I could manage to draw Frau Heigl this way, I'd be able to get through the service door and to the staircase without her noticing. But how?
Vale.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir. Oh, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Mírala, la pilla.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigl's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Diana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigl won't come up.
Vale. Vale, aquí abajo no hay nada, nada más que para salir. Vamos a empezar. Esta casa destruida, ¿no?
This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Vagen.
Sí, 1945. Aquí tendrá que estar el salón. Vale, sí, esto sí parece ya más un almacén.
This is where Frau Heigl must take her breaks.
Ahí hay una foto, ¿no?
In remembrance of the eternal bond between the Roses and the Zimmers. Sign, Adam Z.
Estos son los Ross. Pero este no recuerdo, no me acuerdo de ellos.
It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop.
Tú tenías una casa grande, ¿eh? Joder.
Nothing of interest in here. A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up. Just what I needed.
No sé si es Dana Rose. ¿Cuándo fue? No hay fecha.
A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
También es un poquito raro que te compres una casa y dejes la foto de la gente que vivía en ella. Ya sé que me lo salte. ¿Y dónde está su habitación?
Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north.
Joder. Qué nivel, ¿no? No, no me jodas.
It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. That's it, Oscar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third-floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Heigl, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see.
Vale. Vale, muy bien. Me pasé.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein.
No te preocupes. Ya me ayudo yo solita. Joder, que... ¿Cómo sonó la creencia de Babi?
Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
Better try something else.
So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Vale.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows. The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
Vale.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down. Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder.
Vale.
That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker, and even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oscar.
Ay, pero estás muy bien, chiquilla. Estás muy bien.
So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
I was not made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Come on, Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Whoa.
Kate Walker, help! I believe I am stuck here.
Stay calm, Oscar. I'm coming.
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar.
Oh, I am, Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew. That useless body. Now I must find another way.
Vale.
And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
Vale, estamos altos. Es súper raro ver cómo ve este hombre.
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear. Now, Miss Pigeon. Madam Pigeon, then. I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way?
¡Lánzate!
I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker,
How am I supposed to get rid of that pigeon?
Una pedra.
I can't throw it at the pigeon, but maybe I can use it some other way.
Made our point, I guess.
Vale.
Now, maybe this body will be useful in the end.
¡Qué mareo, loco! Gracias.
Locked, of course.
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now,
2,
how...
3.
Undignified.
Ah, no sepa tanto, chiquitín.
My. Oh my. Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton? Really, if Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of Dana after she left the refuge. No doubt about it. This must have been Dana's room.
Vamos a ver.
A part's missing.
Junta tenía más de lo que pensaba y escribiendo recordatorios. Estos son diplomas, ¿no?
It's from the Music Academy.
Vale, se llegó a graduar. Mierda es eso.
Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. It's blocking it.
Oh, eso es malo. Si llegaron a estar aquí.
There's something underneath. Can't reach it. Can't be that heavy. That's better.
Ahora que lo pienso, contenía más influencia sobre mí de lo que pensaba. He acabado escribiendo mis recordatorios como me sugirió. ¡Oh!
The room was ransacked and pillaged. During a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Tana was away that day. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
I don't think it's a good idea to venture this way.
Carta de alivio, billete de avión, lámina misteriosa, boceto. Ah, está aquí. Vale. Y aquí solamente puede estar esta.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
No.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Vale. Ahí está.
It's blocking it.
Ah, vale. Y
This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Valtayar. The High Plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors.
¿por qué? Tengo que ir a por agua.
Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew.
Entonces que no estás viendo la sombra no era León.
All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and...
Un segundito, perdón por la parada, pero es que se me va a congelar.
especially our chief, Reinhard Berger.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, están todos. Está bien.
Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out.
Pues muy bien.
Goethe's Faust. One of Junter's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him. All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him.
Oye, yo tengo una así.
Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp.
Parecen galletas.
These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. No chance of me venturing into the mountain without that. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization.
Vale. Expediciones. Expedición anterior 1917, 1, 2. Expedición anterior 1917. Esto es allí en Spiegel. A que ver en el refugio. Jos. refugio montaña. Esa es la foto que están todos juntos, ¿no? Maestra montaña de Osterhal, el grupo está haciendo avances. La expedición origen, de 1927. Ojalá no puede escribir lo que hay en mi corazón. Baltallar. Vale.
I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back.
Ay, tengo una así también.
I should take my gear before going out.
Ah, vale. La mochila me faltaba coger, claro.
Better get going before...
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you? Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
Uy.
You know full well Huss and the Brown Shadow forced me into this. And besides, my mission was to guide you and the rest of the expedition here, not to get involved in your harebrained research.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right. I'm not your enemy, you know.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the Brown Shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer. Please. Now!
Estoy en alemán. Tendría que ser.
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his.
Segundo trofeo ganado.
With this, I'll be able to venture out for as long as it takes to find Sauer.
Sí. Ay.
Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet.
La anatómica del mítico Gorun.
Can't have been easy for Bauer to leave his daughter just after she was born. This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned in for the night. Bauer's daughter. I sometimes forget I'm not the only one who left behind someone dear back across the mountains. The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it. No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have already taken off in search of the Gorun. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
Estos cigarros. Cuatro dígitos. Me juego con una fecha de nacimiento, ¿eh?
All ship-shape. Typical Bauer. Bauer, are you little...
Querido Herhost, entiendo que la sombra marrón se enfada y su ambición fracasa. Dicho esto, le pido que no se le reproche a Herberg ni mi compañero científico que si hay que ocupar a alguien, dirija su mirada hacia León Cobatis. Su más disposición se ha hecho evidente de principio a fin. De hecho, no me sorprendería de que su intención fuera esa transmisión desde el principio. ¡Qué cabrón!
There's nothing more to do here, I guess. I should leave the camp now. You'll have it coming, Bauer.
I hope you're not thinking of going inside my tent, Cobatis. Where on earth can the bloody creature be holed up?
Oye, está bonito el sitio, eh. Vale. Vale, está bien.
Better get going. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive. Anyone there?
Vale, para.
Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over. Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably Sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here. What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation. What in God's name is that? Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
A go room! Yes, it's a go room! I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you.
Vale.
Current's too strong to swim across. Better find another way. The trunk isn't very thick.
Yo hubiese ido por el hacha. Estoy diciendo que hubiese ido por el hacha. Lo veo como más normal. Y porque el hacha que intenta tirar un árbol con un machete.
Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking. Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill?
No le voy a dar un machete, ¿vale?
There you go. Good boy. It's all right. Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella. Good boy. Eat up, fella. It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little fella, if you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes? It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better. Hold on. I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back.
Vale.
There's 2 bits of driftwood washed up there. They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp. That mark, judging by the shape, must have been made by the Gorun, probably before he got injured. I wonder what it means. They should do fine to hold the Gorun's splint together.
Pues muy bien, ya lo tenemos hecho.
Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little. There, wasn't so bad, was it? Now we just need to find a way to get you back across. Hey, did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh?
Apoyar. Buah, chaval, ¿no prefieres arrastrarte?
Now we just have to wait for the others. Huh? Ah! You want another biscuit?
Se la prometiste.
You learn quick. It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual. It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it. What's that?
¿El papá o la mamá? Y parece más mamá que papá.
Must be the Gorn's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? Are you mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, and we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we needed her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No! Sorry about that, burger, but I couldn't let you shoot the... Reinhard, you all right?
But he's killed Berger.
Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Goran, sir. So I had no intention to...
Shut it, assassin!
O quizás sí, fue Leon. Solo que vino oculto para que no lo pillasen los otros.
My head. Oh dear Lord, Berger. I'm sorry. I never meant to... I know what dangers await me in the mountain if I manage to escape from here. But whatever happens, it can't be worse than what Bauer and the others have in store for me. So it looks like they're busy. Probably discussing what to do with me. If I can just loosen these ties, I'll be able to slip away without them noticing. That stone looks sharp enough. If I can reach it, maybe I can cut myself free.
Ay, qué putada.
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Como...
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Doesn't surprise me. I came across a letter from Bauer that made me the scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong. Bauer had been planning this for some time now.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you. You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what... So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like.
Uf. Las cosas se han puesto en la mierda muy rápido, ¿eh?
always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Alpine lover.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.
Guarda folleto del sanatorio, guarda la foto de su padre, guarda medicina para las dos. Esta chica está embarazadísima.
It's late. I shouldn't roam about in the house.
Y embarazada avanzada, ¿eh? Ay, qué lío va a ser papá.
I hope you are well, Leon, wherever you are now. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy.
He hecho de menos tocar el piano durante tanto tiempo. ¿Qué es esto?
Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone, not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama, but they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna. Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help. Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl, but I know it's not true. No need to go in the bathroom. I've already packed my toiletries, and I won't feel sick again until tomorrow morning. I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Herr Zimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice.
Vale.
I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going. I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls. But now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years. The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it. I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter.
Se me olvida más a menudo de no haber podido ordenar por nuestra visión. Desde que se agrupa con los estudiantes han pasado algo durante la visión, sin duda. Yo tengo parte de culpa, pero por lo tanto debo quedarme un tiempo más en esta inhóspita montaña. Simplemente digan todo tipo de cosas, cosas no muy bonitas, supongo, cosas que muchas veces en visión del hecho, pero que esta línea caracterizada de la pieza te ayude a entender lo que ha pasado y que tus sentimientos por mí permanezcan intactos.
I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary. Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already. As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes. My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama.
Por eso había una foto de los Zimmer y ellos.
But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't. The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true. Well, that should be it. All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter.
Vale, por otro lado.
Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while. All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains, and that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
Por eso nunca llegó a ser famosa. A lo mejor sí sobrevivió. Si se lo han llevado.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vagan anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker. The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes. But what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you.
Vale. El baño está tapiado.
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
Come on, Oscar. We need to find more clues.
Vale. Vale, no es kriegen, sería kriegen. Y este vamos a atrapar o te vamos a pillar. O sea que... puede ser que no estuviese aquí.
So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Hermana Magdalena, Sanatorio Baden, Osterhal, 13 de junio de 1938. Estimado G. Roth, le ruego que acepte mi agradecimiento más sincero por la nueva donación que ha hecho Gerecima en nuestra intención en su nombre. Por tanto, me complace informarle que Dana puede permanecer con nosotros desde diciembre de 1938 tal y como nos pidió. De hecho, lo más razonable es tener en cuenta el deterioro en su estado de salud. Puede estar seguro de que seguiremos cuidando bien de ella. Atentamente, hermana Magdalena, Maestra superior del Sanatorio
That's
Baden.
a good clue, I guess. But I need to find more. Dana's initials.
Es el de este bordado que te... Sí, el de este bordado que te...
We were on the other side of this wall earlier, Kate Walker.
It's like we've gone through a looking glass.
I do not understand, Kate Walker.
Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you say so, Kate Walker.
Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here. Vogt, Weiss. Dana isn't mentioned here. Otto, Pfeiffer. What if... Keller, Meyer, Ortel. I'm getting close. Dana isn't mentioned here.
¡Oh! ¡Mierda! Están los Ross. Antón y Lena, los padres. Pero no está...
Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents. Oh, God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure.
Vale. Creo que ya sé dónde voy a ir. Porque antes, cuando empezamos este capítulo, me acuerdo que me dio la pistita. Aquí.
Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
15 de 75 se aprobó en la ley antivaquerana. 12 de 38 la Soma Marrón se anexiona Osterhal. 9 de noviembre de 38 la Soma organiza una noche de pogromos contra la comunidad vaquerana, especialmente contra los miembros que viven en el puente de la niebla de Wagen. 30 de octubre del 43 los aliados declaran nulas las anexiones de Osterhal y Austria. 13:45, las fuerzas aliadas lideradas por el ejército rojo liberan Wagen, transbordo intensivo. 28:45, se programa de dependencia de Starhol.
I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
Uy, como lo he leído. En vez de a la pensión, le digo como a la prisión. Digo, coño. Así se por las dos partes.
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose. I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling. Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But here's our tram. Would you be so kind? So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
Vamos a empezar a sacar
I read that
preguntitas.
you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK before and during the war. So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm sure you'll agree. So I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent.
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
Si esta es así, Dana podría estar vida.
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter, all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar, what a mess that was.
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vagen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand...
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
Poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
So, that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
Uy, que va a estar muerta de verdad. O algún momento para Dana o algo así. Joder. Sí que tan avanzado. Es la de Baden. Está más avanzado que en 2025, leche.
I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Can't you just tell me what we're doing here?
I know it must seem cruel, speaking in riddles and keeping up all this mystery like a bloody fortune teller, but I promise you must see for yourself.
Okay then.
And don't forget, miss, section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Oof. Cold as hell here.
You go first, miss. I'll catch up.
Los grandes cines Wagen no solo son el símbolo inmortal de nuestra ciudad, también son seres vivos y frágiles. Aquí, si fuera una ley de comer los cisnes, una alimentación incorrecta y controlada puede causar enfermedades y ser fatal para ellos. Vale. Aquí no parece que haya nada interesante. La isla misteriosa. Me falta solamente este y ya.
How the heck do I get myself into these situations? These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something. There's something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
No estás sola.
Grim.
Está junta.
This place gives me the creeps.
A ver, es un
Looks
cementerio.
like... Oh, jeez.
No habrá pasado ser un Resident Evil de repente, ¿no? Ah, vale, una paloma así.
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my God, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot that Colonel Blake mentioned.
Section 08. Yes, Okay, let's go. Oh my God.
Is there anything that requires my assistance?
Section 08 is over there. I don't have time to get lost in that maze. I'm gonna need you to be my eyes, Oscar.
Will do. Just call me whenever you need directions.
Illegible. A cemetery. Oh my God. Section B. Something's is missing here.
Vale. Aquí nos vamos a encontrar cositas.
Section F. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. Impossible to read. It can't be here. Better keep... Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. I need directions, Oscar!
Let's see.
Impossible to read.
¿A qué te has pasado?
Seems so old. This place must be centuries old. The undertakers must have forgotten it. The inscription has faded away. The undertakers must have forgotten it. I recognize some of the names here. Pretty interesting. But I should get back to what I was doing.
Ah, mira, Zimmer. Vale. ¡Ay, Lenny Renner!
Section P. Can you guide me, Oscar?
Reporting for duty. Once again.
Un pico lo que hay ahí, vale.
Section O! Right over there! Section M. Illegible. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. The inscription has faded away. Section G. The undertakers must store their tools in it. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. Section K.
Vale.
I need your eyes, Oscar. Section D. Impossible to read. Impossible to get through. I'll have to find a way to go around it. Oscar?
I do the thinking, she does the walking. Fine by me.
Vale.
Section F. Impossible to read. Ah, it's not here. I need directions. It can't be here. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. Oscar, I'm kind of lost here.
What would she do without...
Section M. Illegible.
Espérate que me falta algo seguro. Vamos a ver.
Option K, a dead end. I'll have to go back. I need help here.
All right, then.
Vale, el problema es que ya voy a tener que marchar por la hora que es. Así que hasta la siguiente. Vamos viendo y muchísimas gracias a todos.